my car. And I can't get my phone to fucking stay still. Right, you're going to go here, right? Nah. You go in there. How did I get stuck in my own car? Come out, because the missus is getting her lips done. And I went to go park up, and I was going to walk about town for a bit. But my back's flared up. I can't move. I can't get out my car because I can't move my bloody leg. Don't know how we're going to get home. She can't drive. So I was on my phone, going through things. I was like, oh yeah, I'll try and speak to people. I was on Discord. I was on the Old Republic server. I was going through Twitter, speaking to people in regards to just talking about Star Wars. I wanted to talk to someone about the Book of Boba Fett, BK. I might leave it for one of my proper streams. Can I leave this here? Will you guys be okay if I do that? You know what? Screw it. You go in there. I hate that I can't figure this out. I'm moving and it's just not working. I just have to angle it. That's what I have to do. Yeah. How's everyone doing anyway? Shaky cam. I think there's someone having an argument behind me as well. What have I got? I'm quite lucky though, because I actually have brought my Switch with me. I would love to stream Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go? Nah! Brilliant Diamond! What am I on about? Pokemon Go. Oh. See, I like to blame my dumb things that I say on my learning disabilities, but I think I'm just genuinely a dumbass. Yeah. Do you guys want to sit and I wonder. Can I? Can you guys see this? Can I stream like that? Can I show you? No. I couldn't do that. Could I? No. Sup, fella? I could people watch. We can make fun of people. Helps if I'm not on a back street though. It takes me a long time to think of something, you know. Like right now, I'm like, what should I talk about? And in my head, I'm going, there's a red car, red car, red car, red car, red car, red car. Ooh, truck with lots of pallets on it. Anybody else have that problem? I actually when I was a kid, I had to go to like these special classes for being a dumbass. And one of the things that I was told was I have to, like, to help me speak, I have to say everything in my head before I say it. I don't know if that's the same for everybody else. Like, do people have to say what they're going to say in their head first and then say it? Because I do. It's why I get interrupted a lot, especially in deep conversations. Deep conversations. Just any conversation, really. I really don't think I enjoy this. Just sat here with no music on. Boring as hell. Stuck. I could turn my engine on and put music on, but I'm so worried about my car breaking down and like running out of battery and stuff. I have no knowledge of cars. Useless. Maybe I should just take some time to myself. Take some time to myself. Just play my games. Don't stream. Oh, crash! Did you see that? Did no one see that? Oh, mate! Mate! Oh, no! Oh, am I gonna get in trouble for being parked here? Oh, no. Oh, no. Hey, I got that on camera. Just watching this old guy go and pick up the pieces. I don't think it was his car. Hey! Oh, they're gonna give me some grief, I think. Oh, it's a... Can you see or hear that? No? Hold on. Oh, no, they've gone. Oh, unlucky. Poor girl. Poor girl. Oh. Oh, I shouldn't laugh. Oh, I need a shave. Yeah, they're just a bit here, man. You guys are gonna regret missing that. He's now moving his van. Oh, should I move? I've been in a few crashes myself. I remember when I came back from Afghan, I bought myself a 1.8 Vauxhall Corsa, like a sport, and I loved it. It was really, it was fast for me. I was still quite young, and driving home one day from the barracks, had heavy metal on. I was really pumped. I was fucking going for it. Going down a hill, bottom of this hill, there was a just a left turn, like a slight. It was not a slight. It was a hard left. Coming down, and I'm just about to get round the corner, and then there's just a car parked in the middle of the road. Like, just stopped in the middle of the road. It was obviously letting this tractor go by. But I come screaming around this corner, like, fuck! Put the brakes on, straight into the back of it. I was raging. The airbag hit me in the face. I was all right. I was absolutely fine. Got out of the car to make sure they were okay. It was an elderly couple. But the first thing they said, they took one look at me and they went, "Call the police." And I was like, "How are you guys? I mean, look, even if I can make sure you're not going to make sure I'm okay at that." Nah. I was definitely in the wrong, but was it? No. They were hidden behind trees, basically. And I was going pretty fast, so yeah, it was my fault. Yeah, lost my car, my Afghan car. I ended up getting a Vauxhall Vectra, which I loved. The thing was a piece of shit. Like, I would get to about, I would just go over 70 on the motorway, like 71, 72, get up to 75, and then engine would cut out. So I'd be on the motorway going, oh fuck, oh fuck. So I had to go into the slow lane, turn the engine off, clutch in, put myself into gear, a gear that I thought would be alright, turn the engine back on, and then fucking turn the engine on while I was fucking on the motorway. It was mad. I'm looking forward to watching this back and seeing if that crash was on the video. You guys wouldn't mind if I smoked on stream, would you? Is that a big no-no? What's this guy got? Maybe I should change the stream to "Be nosy with me." I've noticed in some of my channels that I've actually named Ragnarok games differently in different things. Like, yeah, it's supposed to be capital R, capital O, capital G. But I look somewhere else, and it's like capital R, capital O-R-K, capital G. I wonder if I can change that now, just to make sure it's all uniform so people can find it easier. Oh, I'm starving now. My back's easing off a little bit. Can I push the pedal? With some difficulty. But that's going to be something. Look how heavy my eyes look, man. Looks worse when I do this. What day are we on? Are we on Tuesday or Monday? It's Tuesday. Which means tomorrow is Warhammer Wednesday. Woo! Woo? That was a Ric Flair woo. Oh, no crash. If anyone's in the Fife area, Fife, Scotland, if somebody's watching abroad, on Warhammer Wednesdays, I'm looking to have film a battle, whether it be 40k, Age of Sigmar, or Underworld. Just get that filmed. Then on Wednesdays I will post on YouTube the battle the following Wednesday, and on the nighttime, on the evening, I have to say, nighttime sounds childish, doesn't it? On an evening, I'll be streaming some Warhammer games, whether that be Space Marine or Vermintide 2. My only problem is Vermintide 2 is on my PS4, and I haven't got a camera for my PS4. I won't have my fancy layouts and all the good stuff I have on my that I would usually have on, like, if I was streaming from my PC. How do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel about console streamers? Is it not something you're interested in? Does it matter what platform I stream on? Yeah, my streaming on a PC would look better, but are you there for the overlays and the general look of it, or is it just for me? Or is it just the game? What is it you want to see? Do you want to see the game? Do you want to see me, my personality when I'm talking, or is it, cool shit? Like my fucking new overlay is amazing. I'm so happy with it. I do apologise for smoking on stream, but this is who I am. And I'm waiting. I'm still sat in the car waiting for her. It's gonna be fun. She's getting her lips done, some filler. She's been on about it for years. She wants her lips done because she's really self-conscious about. Can't speak for everyone, but the streams I watch are for the streamers themselves. Nice. So if I was like streaming on my PS4, you wouldn't see me, but you'd still hear me and get to talk. Why is this little girl just running around on her own? She's hiding it from her parents. Ronick, you missed the crash. I think it was about 5 minutes. No, about 5-7 minutes in. Car comes around here and crashes into the lamppost. It was brilliant. Jeez, oh, that's sun. Yeah, the main reason why I'm asking about the platform is because I'm having a debate with myself. One of the big things that I want to do is when Darktide comes out, I want to do a lot of streaming of Darktide because I love Vermintide. I'll be doing Vermintide tomorrow night. Yeah, it was mad. It was a girl. It was a woman driver, obviously. You know, women can't drive. That's a joke, by the way. I'm not sexist. No. Is that what it is? Sexist. Misogynist? Misogynist? Whatever it is. I feel like that is really bad. Can I move this over a wee bit? Alright, because the sun is really getting in the way here. What was I saying? Darktide, yes, Darktide. And Darktide's only going to be available on the PC and on the Xbox. Okay, it isn't coming out for the PS4. You're not a misogynist. I can't say that word. Yeah, so I'm thinking, should I buy an Xbox just to solely stream Darktide? Because I don't think my PC would be able to handle streaming while playing Darktide, because it's online, it's team based. Just don't know, and I'm from what I've read so far, is it was delayed in 21, but it's got a due date for spring 22, so spring this year. So I'm really thinking if I should get an Xbox or not. Oh no, phone's died. Man down, man down. Okay. This is why I have a Gorilla case on my phone, because I drop my phone all the time. You're a Twitch Prime subscriber, Ronick. What does that actually give you? Like, I'm pretty sure Twitch Prime gives you like in-game rewards and stuff. But is there anything, like, any real value? Do you get any real value out of it? Because I'm thinking of getting it. Please refrain sending long messages. I'm having trouble functioning as intended. To work properly, I need to be modded. You can do this by typing mod Streamlabs. What? Back to point. The games you enjoy, and that makes your streams better because you're enjoying them, and in terms, platform is any good. That's good to know. What is that? Please refrain from sending long messages. Ronick, did you just get that? 1 free sub to any streamer, a bunch of free stuff for games, and if you have any Amazon Prime, it's free anyway. I have Amazon Prime. I did have Amazon Prime. I turned it up. I unsubscribed after my injury. I've been on the sick now for nearly 2 months. 2 months I've been basically stuck in the house. I can't walk. I can't stand. Walking about with a crutch. It's not great. But it's made me see, like, it made me realise things. I think that's probably something I've done. Something with the mods. Because it was saying, oh, you can mod your stream. Please refrain from sending long messages. What a dick. How dare you tell my viewer that they can't send messages? I'm going to change that. Fuck that shit. What was I saying? I'm such a dumbass. That's why when I play Darktide, I'm going as the ogre. Because I can roleplay that ogre like a motherfucker. I've already got his name and his character picked out and everything. It's going to be... Oh, I can't wait. Big Jim. The ogre chef. He just eats everything. He's gonna be like me. Big, dumb idiot who likes to eat. Ah. Ronak, you're gonna have to whisper me and tell me who, if I know you in real life, because I don't actually know. I don't want to, like, assume who people are. I have to be careful about saying things online as well. Like, I was speaking to another streamer last night, and he mentioned, like, he knew straight away who I was, and I felt really bad because, like, I've got no clue who anyone is. I struggle with people's names. I know faces, names, nah. I'm gonna have to... What are we on? Half an hour? I've been streaming, just talking for half an hour. From a while back, you do. I definitely know you then. Good, good, good. I just whisper it, bud. Because, you know, privacy. How long is she gonna be? She said she was gonna be half an hour getting her lips done. Hey, see if my Twitch channel, like my Twitch and YouTube and all that, if all that goes ahead and it all kicks off, she's getting new boobs. And I might get what do I call it? Not an enlargement. What's the opposite of enlargement? Enlarge? Shrink? Yeah, I need to get my my dick shrunk a bit because it's just too big. Yeah. Ugh. Oh, it's Wednesday tomorrow. Warhammer Wednesday tomorrow. I'm hopefully gonna get my a game filmed. It's gonna be Underworlds, I think. So I'm gonna get that. It's not gonna be live or anything because I don't think live battle reports are any good. Like, a lot of people take breaks, especially me. I'm always going out for a fag break. So I'm hopefully going to get one of them recorded. So I'll get that edited and put up next Wednesday. Tomorrow night, it's going to be Vermintide 2 or Space Marine. I think Vermintide 2. I do look, because it's been a while since I've played Vermintide 2, and there has been just there's a new update. Obviously, PlayStation gets the updates, I think it's a year after Xbox and the PC do. Because at the minute, it's just saying the Queen of the Thorns, I think it is. Queen of the Thorns, that's the elf's got a new support class. Whereas Xbox and the PC have just got the new warrior priest for Victor, I think his name is. Victor Saltspire. I like a warrior priest, I think they're really cool. I remember back in the day, Warhammer Online. Anybody else remember Warhammer Online? Loved that. I had a warrior priest there. And obviously I had a slayer, because dwarves are my thing. Oily. Careful. Yeah, dwarves are my thing. In fantasy, dwarves and orcs. Do you play Warhammer, Ronick? Any of my other viewers play Warhammer? What armies have you got? What armies are you interested in? Oh, I just remembered. Used to play. What army did you have? I just remembered my bloody subscription for Warhammer Plus ran out. I need to get that back up and running. This is the problem with being on the sick. I like the orcs because they're stupid and hilarious. Orcs are the best. I absolutely adore the orcs. That's why my channel has got the orc name in them, Ragnar Orc. I've been an orc player since I was like 5. One of my role-playing things is one of my series is going to be when an orc finds what's it called again? When an orc finds a PlayStation, or when an orc plays games, or whatever I've named it, and it's just me role-playing as an orc, and I had so much fun doing it. I have to actually make some clips of that, start putting it on YouTube Shorts and TikToks and stuff, because a lot of people are getting found through TikTok and YouTube Shorts now. My ogre sounds a bit like my orc as well, though. I have to practice my vocal. Because my orc just sounds like this. He's got gubbins, he's a bit of a mech, his name's Ozobs, and he plays PlayStation games. He likes to fight, he gets frustrated, and he's dumb. My ogre, I don't know what I'm going to do with my ogre. My ogre? Hi guys. Hey you guys. No, I can't make him. Oh, not Sid. What's he called? What's he called from the Goonies? Oh, Sid? I want to say Sid, but all I'm getting is Sid the Sloth. Oh, mate. Ooh, cute dog. I think I'll need to practice that in my own time, in front of the mirror or something. But yeah, Dark Tide is going to be amazing. and I really have to think about whether I'm going to get an Xbox or not. The reason why I'm saying Xbox, even though I'm poor as shit, is that I've noticed Sloth. Is that his name? Sloth. Is that why I'm getting Sid the Sloth? Ah, that's probably why I'm getting confused. That makes a lot of sense. The Truffle Shuffle. Goonies is a great film. And when I was a kid, when I was watching it, I never knew it was called The Goonies. Make him like Donk. Who's Donk? Am I meant to know who Donk is? Donk. I'll need to practice in front of the mirror. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Crocodile Dundee! What? No, that's Orc again. Bloody knife. He does have... Have you seen his knife? He does have a big knife. I think you're onto something here, bud. You call that a knife? This is a knife. Ah, but I won't make him. The big guy from that is called Donk. The big guy from that. The big guy. Right. I'll have to practice that in the mirror. I'll YouTube it, I'll source it, and I'll try it out. Because if you look at the trailer, the ogre has this big, meaty, like a Rambo knife. What do you call it? A Bowie knife? Bowie knife? It's a big, chunky thing. I'm so looking forward to it. The main reason why I want to be an ogre, sorry, not an ogre, an ogrin. Jesus, jeez, oh man. An ogrin. Ogrin. 40k's ogrin. In 40k you get ogrins, and there's also guys called bullgrins, and bullgrins, I love the models. I only wanted to collect Imperial Guard just so I could have a unit of bullgrins, because they got these massive slab shields and big meaty sticks. And I reckon in the future you're gonna have your basic ogrin. He's gonna have like what, the big shotgun or grenade launcher, his knife. But if it's going the same way as Vermintide 2, Vermintide 2 has like different classes for each character. Like my guy is Barden the dwarf. He can be a ranger, an Ironbreaker, a Slayer, which is what I usually go, and the new DLC was the engineer, which I got. But I didn't. I'm struggling to like the engineer. I'm not too happy with his steam gun. But with Darktide, I think they're gonna go the same way. So you're gonna have your Ogrin, and his class is gonna be like just normal Ogrin. There maybe a bullhead. Was it called a bullhead? It's not called a bullhead. Bonehead, because you get the I can't remember it. It's a BONE. It's a mnemonic for something. I can't remember what it is. Biometric Ogrin Neural Enhancer or something like that. And I reckon you're going to get a Bullgrin as well. And the Bullgrin is going to have a big meaty shield. He's going to have either his Ripper gun or something. And he's going to be the tank. And I want to be the tank. The Ogrin's going to have to be the tank. He's the biggest guy there. People complaining about Darktide because there's 2 female characters. Get a grip. One of them is like a... looks like a warrior priest, but in 40k, she must be from the Ministorum or a Sister of Battle. There's a female, looks like a female officer. I might play her. There's a male guardsman, and then you got the Ogryn. I'm obviously going the Ogryn. I don't care if other people are like, oh, I want to try the Ogryn. I'm like, nah, get a grip, get a grip. It's mine. It's mine. Mate, I really need to go to the toilet. Mate. Oh, I brought my Nintendo Switch out. Oh, that's what I was going to say about my Xbox. I'm poor as shit, right? But O2 offered me a deal to get a Nintendo Switch, paying like £11 a month, and I'm like, that's pretty good. And I noticed that they're doing a deal as well for the Xbox, and I can't get a PS5 anywhere. And obviously, like I said, Dark Tide doesn't come out. We don't even know yet if it is coming out. It's stupid. The Adeptus Sororitas proved that the women in 40k can be super badass, just like the men. Damn straight. I remember when I was a kid, they were called the Sisters of Battle. And I was trying to get my sister into Warhammer, so I was saving my pocket money, and I bought her some Sisters of Battle so she could play with me. It didn't work out. But yeah, I had some Sisters of Battle, painted them up when I was a kid. Adeptus Sororitas. I was watching on Warhammer Plus one of their shorts, the animated one, when they're in the temple. That was pretty good. But I'm not into the whole praising the Emperor thing. Oi oi. You see this? Fucking... He was centimeters away from my car there. Can't move my leg yet. Oh. This is the worst thing I've ever had. This has been going on since... It got really bad in March last year, and it just progressively got worse and worse and worse until October. Just started a new job. The hell was that? Just started a new job, and I was there for about 4 weeks, and then couldn't do any more. I was like dead. I couldn't walk, couldn't stand. I was like, nah, sorry guys, I can't do this. And I've been on the sick since the end of October. I was supposed to get my surgery in December. I'm still waiting. Oi oi, here she comes! Alright. I'm gonna have to go, because I don't think she's gonna be happy with me streaming. So thank you for coming and viewing. Thank you, Ronick, for talking to me. I really needed it. It's cool, I'm streaming. Thank you very much, and I will catch you next time. Oh wow! Right, I'm not gonna show you guys. This is just for me. See you later, bud.